Hello my dear friends, myself Dr. Ritu Chaudhary, and today we will see the medicine Ledum. This is very useful medicine, and this medicine belongs from vegetable kingdom and proved by Dr. Hahnemann. Ailments from abuse of alcohol, injuries from sharp pointed instruments, rat bites, stings of insects, especially mosquito, hair cutting or suppressed discharges, bruises, ill effects of punctured wounds. Next, characteristic physical guiding symptoms. Eyes indicated in contusions of eyes and lids, especially with much extravasation of blood, ecchymosis of lids and conjunctiva. Rheumatism or gout. It begins in the lower limbs and ascend. We must know the character of pain. Then in this medicine we see the ascending type of pain, and the pain begins from lower limbs and ascending in nature. Painful nodosities of joints. It affects the left shoulder and right hip joint. There is emaciation of the affected parts. Pains are sticking, tearing and throbbing in nature. Rheumatic pains worse from motion at night and by warmth. Chilliness. People always feel cold and chilly. Lack of animal or vital heat. The wounded parts are cold to touch. Swelling of feet up to the knees. Of ankles with unbearable pain when walking as from a sprain or false step. Ball of great toe swollen, painful in heels as if bruised. Itching of feet and ankles worse from scratching and warmth of bed. Sprain, easy spraining of ankles and feet. Wounds and injuries indicated in punctured wounds by sharp pointed instruments like awls, nails, rat bites, stings of insects, especially those of mosquitoes. We must consider in mind if there is injury occurs after sharp pointed instruments, then we must think about this medicine, especially punctured type of wounds. If there is a punctured wound, then we can think about Ledum. There is a pimple or tubercle on the forehead. This is the skin symptoms, forehead and cheeks. Stinging when touched. Next we see very important features of this medicine, that is rheumatism or joint affections. It is an indicated remedy for rheumatism or gout, beginning in the lower limbs and then ascending. There are many patients comes in your clinic, and you will see that their complaints is starts from lower limbs and the pain is ascending in nature. In my practice, I have seen many patients of Ledum of rheumatism affections, especially brought about in a low asthenic condition by abuse of colchicum. Joint becomes the seat of painful nodosities indicated both in acute and chronic arthritis. Affects the left shoulder and right hip joint. There is swelling of feet up to the knees, of ankles with unbearable pain when walking as from a sprain or false step. Ball of great toe swollen, painful pain in heels as if bruised. There is easy spraining of ankles and feet. Aggravation from warmth covering motion. And amelioration from cold water and holding feet in ice cold water. Copious urination in case of rheumatism. Inimical of Ledum is China. So never use China before or after Ledum. So what are the rheumatism feature of this medicine? Pain always starts from lower limbs and the character of pain is ascending in nature, and there is amelioration. It's seen from cold water and holding feet in ice cold water. Then you can think about this medicine, and this is usually indicated in both type of arthritis, acute and chronic, and there is affection of left shoulder and right hip joint. So this is all about Ledum. We will see the next medicine in my next class. Bye bye.